Well, hello there. What are we doing today? Oh, I know, a little Lady Gaga. Because we all go Gaga for Gaga until I'm singing it, and then we all go, ew, I can do better than that. Um, so let's do better than that. This song is called Always Remember Us This Way. You're always going to remember this song by how badly I play it and sing it. It's from the movie A Star is Born that came out recently that I watched a couple of times and cried half the time at. Um, but this song is it's originally done in the key of C, which there's your C chord there, and it starts with the A minor chord. So this song can be played with the 5 chords I've listed here: the A minor chord, the F chord, C, G, and B flat chord. So in its original form, it kind of starts out that Arizona sky burning in your eyes. Do you see me struggle there? It's because it's a bar chord. You look transitioning out of the bar chord. Me and babe, I want to catch on fire. So this song poses some serious issues for me when I'm playing for a couple of reasons. First of all, because the 2 bar chords, and by bar chords, I mean that they require that I take if I play them in this chord form, as you see here in the chord chart, they require that I take my index finger and hold it down on a whole entire fret, all 6 notes of a fret. And you're seeing that for the F chord in this chord chart, and for the B flat. They're very hard to play and hard to transition in and out of when I'm also playing open chords like the C or the G. So this song is going to be a problem for me if I try to play it as is. There's another reason it's going to be a problem, and that's that Lady Gaga sings it, and she has incredible range, and I have very limited range, very limited. And while the verses start out kind of in a range that I can deal with, it gets up into the rafters real quick. So what are some of our options here in terms of being able to play this and sing this easier than if we were to try it in the original form here? Well, just kind of off of the top of my head, one of the things I can think of is if a song is too high for me vocally, which it's going to get to as we get to the chorus, and then especially the bridge of this song, I'm going to want to lower it down into a key that fits my vocal range. The other reason I might want to lower it down or change the key of the song is because it might allow me to play chords that are easier for my fingers to make the chord formations than the ones that we have listed here, particularly those 2 bar chords. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the key. I'm going to lower it 5 steps, and we're going to play it with these 5 chords instead. So instead of starting with the A minor, I'm going to start quite a bit lower, 5 steps lower, in the E minor chord. That's going to be my first chord here. Okay, the other thing I want to do is, even by lowering this 5 steps, I still have some chord problems here. I still have an F in this song that if I play it according to this chord chart, it's a bar chord. So I have to use that index finger to hold down all 6 notes on the first fret. So I don't love that, and what I'm going to do instead of playing the full chords here, instead of playing the whole chord formation, I'm just going to play the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th strings. So by doing that, it allows me to focus on 3 strings, and therefore all of the chords, I don't need to make the full chord formation with my hands. I just need to make it for the 3 notes that I'm playing, which are the notes on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So for example, the E minor chord here, normally to play it as it is in the picture here in the chord chart, I'd be putting my fingers on the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 4th string. But since I'm not playing the 5th string here, I don't even need my finger there. I can literally just put my index finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string because all I'm playing are these 3 notes. I'm not playing this one up here. So that's going to help me out, particularly for a couple of chords. The C chord for one. Now, why do I say the C chord? Well, I don't mind, you know, it's pretty easy for me to play the C chord based on how I have my fingers. But what's not super easy is that 6th string, because the 6th string note is not in the C chord. So in order to play a C chord properly here, I have to take my thumb, curl it over the neck of the guitar, and deaden out that 6th string so that it doesn't ring out, because that string, that note, is not in the C chord. So I don't like doing that. I don't really love curling my thumb on the C chord or the D chord in order to deaden strings. But if I'm playing just the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, I don't need to do that because it would only be the 5th in the case of the D chord and the 6th string in the case of the C and the D that I would be using my thumb to deaden. The other thing that playing just those 3 notes will help with is this F chord, the dreaded F chord. If I only play 3 notes, I don't need to form the full F chord with my fingers because I'm only playing 3 notes. So I only need to play the correct notes on the 4th string, the 3rd string, and the 2nd string, because those are going to be the strings I'm going to be using. So to do that, I'm looking at the chord chart and I'm just figuring out where to place my fingers on those 3 strings alone in the easiest way possible. And the easiest way possible I see is with my index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And there's my F chord. And see how pure that sounds versus if I was trying to strum the F chord in the bar chord. I mean, that sounds okay for now, but my hand's getting tired and that just, it's not great. So we're just gonna play the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th strings. And we're gonna do it in an arpeggio type of style, probably for most of it. Just because for an acoustic type song like this, I think Gaga plays it on the piano. I kind of like the sound of the arpeggio, and it is sometimes just easier to play. You don't have to worry about a strumming pattern if you're just picking those notes. And we're just going to play it in a simple up and down pattern here. So. All right, so let me run through some of this as best as I can. And I'm going to start by just singing the chord notes as I go through it. And remember that I'm playing the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th string. So on some of these chords, I'm maybe not going to make the full chord formation with my hands because I'm only worrying about those notes. And on some of them I might, as I transition, say, from a C to a G, it kind of just comes naturally if you're used to it, possibly, just to play all the notes of the G. But really, if you notice on that G chord, if I'm just playing the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th strings, I don't even have to use my top 2 fingers because the only string, actually, it's not even true. I don't even need to use my pinky. My G chord is just going to be an open, no hands. So I can play it that way if I wanted to, but I'll probably play the G kind of with my hands in the position that would normally be played. So as you play around with this, just figure out what feels natural, but know that, of course, if you're not playing those particular notes, you don't need to put your hands on those strings that you're not playing, on the 5th string or the 6th string or the 1st string. We're just isolating the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. So let's run through this. Laugh at me while I do this, or sing along, play along, because it's gonna be rough, and this is me making it easy, guys. Okay, second, third, fourth strings. That Arizona sky burning in your eyes. You look at me, and babe, I wanna catch on fire. It's buried in my soul, like California gold. You found the light in me that I couldn't find. And here it's gonna go up. Imagine if we were playing it in its original key. So when I'm all choked up and I can't, it went too early. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. Okay, this part gets fast, so I'm not really gonna be able to pick it, so I might just pluck all three notes at once. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. And then it goes into the second verse and another chorus, so I'm going to skip that and just go on to the end, this last sort of phrase of chorus 2, because it changes notes here from what it did in the first chorus. So I'm going to take it from the C on I'll always remember. So I'll always remember us this. This is when it goes into the F way. Oh yeah. Need to scroll forward on my PowerPoint. So we're on the F. Oh yeah. Here's where it gets high. I don't wanna be just a memory, baby. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To the F. Ooh, 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 ooh. Back to the C. Ooh, 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 ooh. And then back to the chorus. I keep having to move my little video screen because I can't see it. Back to the chorus. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. I'm gonna start singing the chords instead of the words. So when the C, D, E minor, and the C, D, G, C, D, E minor, oh yeah. And then the outro. When you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always, I'm not playing the right chord there. It's a C. I'll always remember us this way. See how rough that was? And imagine if I had played it as it was originally intended to be played. I mean, it just would have been a car wreck times 5 million.